Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be around the world. This is Mia. I am a Nubian goddess, and I am so excited to be here today to do another video. Yes, I am. Um, Today I'm gonna do a video about the comic, not on the comic, but about the comic. And the important role that the comic play in our lives. Yes. Um, Before I start, I wanted to let you guys know if you want to book a private reading, you may do so by going to my website. Okay. If you are tech savvy, you can go to the website, book the reading there, and I will get it, okay? I will get back with you and confirm everything, all the details and things like that. So if you don't want to do that, you can always email me, okay? All my information will be on this video, on the box below, okay? On the description box of this video. You'll find all my links, all the information necessary, okay, that you need, okay? So thank you so much for that. And yeah, because I know many of you have answers, you have questions, and that you need answers. I also want to thank all my subscribers, my new subscribers, well, the existing one as well, and everyone that has commented on the videos, that have given a brief story of what's going on in their life. I appreciate that. Um, I also want to thank all of you that the reading has resonated with you guys. Thank you for letting me know. Yes. So remember, the reading I'm about to do is a general reading. It is a public reading. This is not a personal or a private reading, okay? So this message can resonate to 1,000,000 people. Maybe it can only resonate to 100 people. I really don't know. Anyway, the message is gonna go out, and it will go to those that really need to hear it. Amen. Amen. I hope you guys had a wonderful week and everything is going well for you, and that you're taking your spiritual path seriously, and everything will work out fine. Let me show you this card. It's really good. Okay, let's see what message first card that came out. The bottom of the card came out here. Look, the Queen. This. Yeah. So why don't we just put her out there? Put her out. Yep. Okay. Second card that came out. This is. So I'm gonna put everything out for now, and then I'll stop when they want me to stop. I'm gonna get into the reading. that. Put these together. Could have been on together. Okay, they want me to stop. Okay, I'm gonna stop for now. And then put out the rest of the card they want me to. Okay, so the first card that was in the bottom of the deck is the Queen. The Queen of Swords. Most likely this is the Divine Feminine, definitely it is. Okay. And since this is a reading about the karmic, this is not about the Divine Feminine. It's not. But it's the Divine Feminine will play a lot of part in it, including the Divine Masculine as well. Past lives. Okay, so I know that the karmic, basically, as we know that the karmic, every bad thing that's on the book, they have done it. Okay, the karmic is known for being the bad person, the one that steal, the one that do like all kind of witchcraft and things like that. The karmic causes tower moments as well. Okay. Um, because of the karmic, most of the divine feminine or the divine masculine find themselves in third party situation. Okay, they find themselves in that. Okay, most of you, because of the karmic, you have known such. You got yourself involved. Well, you did not get yourself involved. You were put into triangles, like three party situation because of karmics. Okay, and most of you has never been in a situation like that. Yeah. So this can apply to either the divine feminine, being with a divine feminine, having a karmic and putting the lover into a third party situation, or vice versa. Okay. And so because the karmic has such bad reputation, uh, everything negative, everything bad is the karmic, but people in general have never looked at the positive side of the karmic, and the true purpose of the karmic. Why do we need the karmic? And why the karmic is really a blessing in disguise. Oh yeah, I know a lot of you like, what? Yep. Mm-hmm. No, you gotta be kidding me. For after what he's done to me, after what she did to me, and you telling me they're a blessing in disguise? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They're a blessing in disguise, and they're a blessing in your life. And the reason why, this is what the spirit want me to tell you, is because of the karmic. Well, the karmic has really opened your eyes to a lot of things, a lot. Because you went, because you were, for most of you, because you were involved, or because of you were exposed in a karmic situation. You have learned. Not only you have learned, you have grown. Okay. Some of you were cheaters of all your life, and I'm talking about both men or women, feminine or masculine. You were cheaters, and you know this. You cheated on your past lovers, or you cheating on your past love. Okay, but when you met your divine feminine and your divine masculine, I mean, you met the love of your life, and they're cheating on you with the karmic. That gave you a wake up call, and made you reflect and think back on the time when you had cheating other people when you didn't even think twice about it. Okay, you went on your merry way. It never crosses your mind how that felt. But because you were put in a third party situation and the karmic came along, cheating with the love of your life on you, and it taught you that cheating on someone else hurts like hell. Okay, and by that, because of the karmic, you know what it felt like to be betrayed, to be cheated on, to be disloyal, unfaithful, and all that stuff because of the karmic. And when you learn that lesson, you finally walk in that on all these other people's shoes that you did this to, then you change your behavior. Most of you did not even know about magic till the karmic came along and started doing witchcraft after you little behind. Yes. Then you understood what it felt like for someone to do witchcraft and spells on you, witchcraft and spell to break up your relationship, your union, to affect your union, to affect your relationship. It's because of the karmic. So if the karmic did not come along, did not cross your path, how did you know that? Because of the karmic, many of you went into separation with your soulmate, your twin flame, or whatever. Because of the karmic, you learn how to appreciate your partner. You learn how to appreciate love. Okay, you learn because of the karmic, you come to understand and know that love is a gift, and it's not to be taken advantage of, and it's not to be taken lightly. Okay, yeah, right here. Because of the karmic that put you through hell, you learn what it feels like to be in pain. Because you probably had many lovers in the past where you hurt people, you didn't even think twice about it, but the karmic gave you a taste of your own medicine. So everyone you had crying, the karmic came along and they made you cry. And you finally understood how it felt like to make all these people cry. The karmic itself was part of your past, a past life. Okay, many past lives. Okay, the karmic was. It could be Egypt, it could be anywhere else in the world. Different era. Okay, different centuries. Okay, the karmic was part of your contract to reincarnate to teach you certain lessons. Okay, and because of the karmic, you have grown spiritually. Because of the karmic, you have enhanced your spiritual gift. Because of the karmic, you seek out to develop and to learn about the spiritual gifts that you have. So you can, protect yourself, protect your family, and learn also how to defend yourself against spells, attack, and witchcraft. It's because of the karmic. Because of the karmic teaching you how to love yourself, teaching you how to love yourself so you could become a better person and learn how to walk away from certain situations. It's because of the karmic. The karmic gave you strength to walk away from what was not meant to be. Yeah. Because of the karmic that came into your life, you had many tower moments. You went through many transition and catastrophic things. I'm talking about spiritually. Okay? Many of you went through different tornadoes, hurricanes. Some of you experiences was greater and harder tougher, and more chaotic than other people, because like I said, every person, every individual journey is unique, it's different. Because of the karmic, you wanted to know and seek who you were in your past life. You became curious about past lives and reincarnation and your purpose in life. It's because of the karmic. You see, because of the karmic. Because at one time, before you came to walk in your power and became divine, you were once a karmic. And you didn't even think about that. You forgot about that. But now that you're awakening and you're walking in your power, all the things you did in the past, the karmic came along and reminded you of everyone you hurt. Not only this karmic, it could be man and woman, vice versa, came along and teach you certain lesson you have learned or you felt, and you finally understand what you did to others in the past, and you heal that. And because of the karmic, you heal past wounds. Because of the karmic came an awakening childhood hurts and pain. The karmic did this. The karmic helped you face your demons, things you did not want to face years after years. The karmic helped you do this. Yeah. Many of you used to mess around with people that were married and all that stuff. When the karmic came along and taught you this lesson, came and mess around with your husband. Some of you were home breakers. Yeah. Destroyer, home destroyers. In the past. The karmic came along and destroyed your home, your happy home, and you finally understood what it felt like. You finally got yourself in someone else's shoes or what you did to that other person, and you come to understand what you did was wrong. When you went and purposely destroy somebody's home, it's because of the karmic came and destroy your home. Because of the karmic putting you in third party situation, the karmic doing witchcraft to take to draw your twin or your soulmate or the love of your life to more towards them and destroy your union. Because of this, it woke you up. It woke you up. Because the karmic itself, the karmic is truly a pain in the butt. And the karmic doesn't live your life, doesn't leave till you have learned the lessons, what you're supposed to learn, depending on the contract you had with them. Remember, the karmic is not your enemy. No, they're not. You had disagreement with this person to come and teach you these tough lessons. And the karmic is not going to come. Many of you, the karmic showed up when you were 40, after your 30s, after your 50s, even your 60s and 70s. Okay? Many of you, the karmic showed up in your life when in later part of your life. That's when they showed up. Because some of you had your awakening later in life. You see? And some of you, divine feminine, as you were growing, you were the supreme God was nurturing you and getting you prepared, okay, to crown you, okay, and to hand over, your mental. That preparation came because of your karmic experience, because you were already divine, but thinking that you got involved with the karmic, the karmic came into your life. They were sent to test you, to test you, to see if you will fall back into your karmic ways. So basically, this karmic came to tempt you, and this karmic was sent by the universe, by the Supreme God, to test you, to test your faithfulness to the universe, to the Supreme God. Are you worthy to carry that crown, to be crowned? Are you worthy to walk in your divinity? Are you worthy to be promoted, to be upgraded? Are you ready for your journey? Are you ready for the work that you're supposed to do? Because finally you got it. Finally you understand your purpose. But this comic came and it was sent to test you. But guess what? Some of you did fail, but most of you passed. Most of you passed. And the fact that you passed, now you have been promoted. And it's because of the comic. So how are you supposed to grow and be where you are today and learn all the lessons that you have learned and experience everything you went through if it was not for the comic? So the comic do have a purpose and a positive impact into your life, because they made you who you are and they changed you for a better person. You became a better man and you became a better woman. You became a divine masculine. You became a divine feminine. It's because of the comic. Yeah. I'll be back, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So because of the comic, many of you were in the mindset of basically being wanderers. Many of you did not really truly care about a lot of things. Okay? Many of you were gossipers, whatever your mindset was. And then when the comic turned around and did the same thing to you, then you come and realize that it's not a nice thing to do, to gossip about people. Yeah. Most of you were pretenders. You no longer pretenders. Most of you had sex addiction, were addicted to sex, and the comic came along and taught you a lesson, or maybe they gave you something, a little something, something, and that taught you how to curb your sexual appetite. Some of you stopped sleeping around altogether because you finally realized the bite of the snake that bit you was a viper, and the bite was poisonous. Some of you, because of the karmic putting you in situation, even third party situation, even things like that, gave you issues, gave you problem. Look at this guy in the middle of two other people, and basically look at him or her. You see how they're leaning down and they're just like, to me it looks like somebody that have a lot of issues, a lot of problem. Yeah. Yeah. So the two people next to them, the dark one and the light one, could present in a different situation that the comic has put you into. Okay, the karmic itself being half naked, sexuality, and most of you, because of this problem that you have right now, you stopped sleeping around altogether because you were bit, and it's because of the karmic. Not only the karmic taught you how to love yourself and to live with yourself, because many of you before did not like yourself that much to spend time with yourself. But you learn how to be alone, and it does no longer affect you. You have no issue being by yourself right now because this poor by themselves, he's doing something, he or her doing something by themselves, and they're working, they're by themselves, and this person is by themselves. You know, they have no issue. You have no issue going out to nature, being by yourself, and just just spending time with you. Because before, the fact that you did not love yourself, you hated yourself so much that you couldn't stand the thought of being alone, of spending time with you. But when you were with the love of your life and they put you in the third party situation and that karmic became a part of your triangle and they made your life basically a living hell and flip your life upside down, you like no. Instead of me going through all this mess with my twin, I'd rather be alone. That's what you said to yourself. Because of the karmic, most of you stop putting your one in every place, in any place you could find. Because most of you, you just stick your one anywhere, everywhere. Okay, you just give it to anyone you could find. But because of the karmic, you went and you tied up your one right now. It's on lockdown. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, this male, this feminine, this masculine energy, good for you. You're on lockdown. Your one is on lockdown. Good. It's not going anywhere. You have it tied up. Yeah. While you're at it, why don't you put that metal that metal peppers or that metal underwear? They used to wear those things. I think in the Middle Ages, sometime, yeah, to protect the woman virginity, something like that. And yeah, but this one is for the male. Yeah, why don't you wear one? That iron undergarment. Yeah, and make sure after you put it on, make sure you put a lock in it, okay? And make sure you and don't throw away the key now, okay? Just keep the key in a safe place, in a safe area. Oh, okay, guys. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop fooling around. Okay, that was a good one. All right. Yeah. So you see, so yeah, the karmic putting you in places that you don't want to, you don't want to be, taking you to places where basically you did not want it to visit or revisit. So we have to be grateful and thankful. And remember, after all, it was part of the contract. Before you came here, you had all this say with this person, lifetime after lifetime, and they're not gonna leave you alone until you learn the lessons. And most of you have learned it, and most of you are going back and with your twin or going into union or whatever. And most of you decided you're not gonna do this mess this lifetime, and maybe you can do another lifetime. It's not free will. Okay, there's nothing that says you have to be with your twin or you have to go back to the love of your life. Okay, so you maybe you learn the lessons, you learn the karma, you learn from your karma because this karma came along and taught you the lesson you need to learn. You close that chapter, that energy has been sorted out. So next lifetime, you don't need to deal with it anymore. If you decide you're gonna come back. So in next lifetime, you and your twin or the love of your life will go into union peacefully. Okay, so you don't need to learn from this karmic anymore. That's what's gonna happen. So next lifetime, you don't have to deal with the karmic. And remember, because of one last thing before I close out this reading, because of this karmic here, putting your third party situation, all that craziness, the witchcraft and everything, because of them, you come to realize certain things, because the karmic could be, you know, the love of your life, mother, you know, family, sisters, could be anybody. Now you have a greater understanding. This karmic has been around you or lingering around your energy for most of your life. Like crabs. Not just the karmic, but yeah, the comics. Many of you are dealing, you know, with several karmics plural. And now because of this karmic that taught you the lesson, you know, you're learning how to handle all the other comics that you were dealing with for so long, and but you didn't even know they were comics. Most of these people, the comics are in your family as well. And you're learning how to put away these people and basically not deal with them. Look, all these people, okay, you're putting them all away. You're not gonna deal with those mess, these different things. You're not gonna be messing with them because of this lesson you went through. Yeah, you know, you learn how to draw your sword and cut off everyone because you're not playing right now. Okay. Okay, guys. So you know, learn how to be grateful and thankful, and not just look at things in one side. You know, one side. Things are never one-sided. Okay. There's negative and there is positive. Okay. We also need to look at the positive side, the positive effect the karmic has on our lives, and how they have contributed to who we are today. Okay. So leave your comment below. Let me know what you think. Well, your experience. Okay. Have you learned anything from a comic? Okay. Yeah. So um, for those of you that only want to, you know, focus on the negative part about a comic, that's your issue. Remember, at one point or the other in your lifetime, you were once a comic as well. Okay. So I want to thank you so much, guys. And remember, subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Make sure people subscribe. I need to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, I want to get to I'm trying to get. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe, share the video. Thank you so much for all of you that have shared the video, that have sent it to your friends. Like the video. Thank you for all your comments. And to book a private reading, it's gonna be in the description of this video below. Or you can go to my website at miahummingbird.com. miahummingbird.com, and you can book your reading there, or you can send me a message on my contact page. Okay. And also one more thing, I just set up the member site for the membership thing. Become a member of the site. For now, it's free to become a member. The website also has a forum. Go there, start getting things going. Okay. Right in the forum, right in the article, I just got some few knickknacks here and there to add. That's all. Yeah, becoming a member of my site is a great way to meet other minded people like you. There's also like a chat system where you can interact with other members to the chat system. Okay, so that's what I have for you for now. Okay, so remember, it's free to become a member now, but starting next month I will be charging a small fee to become a member of the social networking on my website. Okay, So yeah, I just wanted to make a place where other people can go and you can talk to other people, and you know they're gonna like understand you because they think like you. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will be seeing you soon. This is Mia. I am a Nubian goddess. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. Bye.